Hello, people of the UK and outside of the UK. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you all. This is going to be a very different video today. Even though it's technically not exactly a year since I started shiny hunting, I wanted to make kind of like an end of year video, talk about my experience so far with shiny hunting and my future plans with the channel. So sit back and chill, lads. This is going to be a very relaxed and very rambly video. My journey with shiny hunting actually sparked when me and my brother went to the EUIC back in April of this year. He was competing in the TCG side of the tournament and I was just spectating and doing some filming for his YouTube channel. At this point, I'd kind of fallen out with Pokemon in all honesty. After Scarlet and Violet, I didn't really enjoy the games on my first playthrough. And even when me and Adam went to Japan in 2023, I didn't really have much of an interest in looking for any Pokemon stuff, aside from like the big retail Pokemon centers. I'm not sure what it was about the EUIC, but just being in the presence of so many passionate Pokemon fans kind of sparked my interest again. After EUIC, I decided to play through Scarlet again with the DLC and actually ended up really enjoying it. Don't get me wrong, the game still has huge flaws, but I just enjoyed mindlessly playing it and just having fun. The DLC also fixed the majority of the issues I had with the gameplay loop. After rekindling my passion for this franchise, I'd also rediscovered a YouTuber Adam had introduced me to last year, Absol Blogs Pokemon, a person who I mentioned far too many times on this channel. Absol hosts a shiny hunting event called Rumble Weekend, and in May of this year I decided, why not? Let's give it a go. And I ended up really enjoying it and also getting some really cool shinies. Before and after this event, I had been in the process of trying to get physicals of all the old DS Pokemon games, which is a very expensive process to say the least. And one day in May, on a complete whim, I decided to do a playthrough of Omega Ruby. And I decided to go for a shiny starter, which didn't take long, honestly, some of the best odds I've ever experienced. And literally the moment I got that shiny Mudkip, I thought, I should do a video about this. Like, let's just do it, let's just do a badge quest. Which I was hesitant about, especially considering the previous content of this channel. But yeah, I went for it and here we are now. Obviously, my biggest achievement of this year is the completion of the first badge quest, the Omega Ruby badge quest, which took me all over the country and all over the emotions of the human mind. If you want to see my thoughts on that hunt, I'd suggest just watching the series. It's too long for me to try and sum it up here. I'll leave a link to the playlist in the description. Other than a few other shiny hunts, I think the other big achievement is me and Carl returning to streaming. Something I said we would never do, but hey-oh, here we are. It's been a good laugh streaming together again. I was worried at first because I felt the cozy edited style of the video content would clash with mine and Carl's very outward and obnoxious style of humour on stream, but they've done really well and I see a lot of returning faces, so thank you to everyone who watches the channel in any way. It's all greatly appreciated. In terms of goals, I know we are very close to 100 subscribers, so if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button. I absolutely hate saying that, but it is greatly appreciated. But I would love to hit 500 subs by the end of next year. It's a big goal, but I think if we stay consistent with the content, I think it's achievable. I honestly do. Just the growth this channel has seen this year alone is crazy. Bear in mind this channel was purely for our old Twitch highlights and had little to no audience. So yes, thank you for all the support. Something me and Carl would do every December on Twitch was charity live streams. This year we didn't really have enough time to plan something that would live up to our expectations or something that we would be satisfied with, so we gave it a miss. But next year I would really love to do them again. It was always a lot of fun. We collaborated with loads of different people and it was just a good laugh. We will obviously give details close to the time, but we will definitely be planning some charity events for next December. Definitely. This is not really a goal for next year, but more of a long-term goal. I would really like to create and host my own shiny hunting event at some point. There's so many events out there like Safari Week, Fossil Week, Dynamax Adventure Weekend, and I would really love to host my own one day. I honestly haven't thought too much about it, but it would definitely be on the 3DS. I reckon it would be on the 3DS. And I guess for a final goal, I just want to keep constantly improving the content. With the Omega Ruby badge quest, every video I would try to one-up myself and try and make the video more interesting in some way. I have a ton of ideas for future hunts, but I really want to make them interesting and not just we catch the Pokemon, hey oh, done. Visually and execution wise is where I really want to like make it interesting. I was considering switching to my DSLR for filming. For those who don't know, I'm actually a videographer. Here's some stuff I've filmed in the past, but I honestly prefer the convenience of filming on my Pixel 6. I can just get it out, film whenever I need to, and all the footage is automatically uploaded to my drive. A DSLR would obviously look much sharper and cleaner than my phone, but it would remove the ease and the discreetness of my current setup, especially when I film in public a lot. In terms of future plans, obviously we've got the Sword Badge quest, which is still underway. I'm still trying to think of a way to end that will actually live up to the ending of the Omega Ruby Badge quest. Once the Sword Badge quest is done, I actually do have another long project planned. It's not a badge quest, but it is obviously shiny hunting related. I also want to take part in more events next year, especially Safari Week, which I would say is one of the biggest shiny hunting events. Last year, I didn't have the time nor the resources to take part. Now I have more games and way more consoles, so I'll absolutely be taking part next year. A very small project, but I do plan on doing a collection update at some point. Me and my brother do plan on going to the Birmingham Regional and EUIC next year, so I'll probably wait till those and then do a collection update. In terms of streams, we have the ongoing Shaman Hunt, then Arceus. After those hunts are done, we are planning to do a full playthrough of a very story-heavy Pokemon game, as story-heavy games are mine and Carl's kind of bread and butter. Carl also hasn't played a Pokemon game since Emerald, I believe he said, so he's missed out on some good games, some good stories. We'll probably put the game to a vote, but I just know Black and White is going to win. This is more of a goal for 2026, but me and my brother are planning to go to Japan again, so I would like to make some kind of Pokemon content around that trip, but obviously that's a way off. And finally, Legends ZA. I plan on making some content around ZA whenever it comes out. Just like, come on Game Freak, just show us the game. Like, I don't even care about a release date, like I just want to see the game. This channel obviously wouldn't exist without the support of everyone watching, and also some very specific people. First off, me two brothers, who put it with me filming and streaming all the time, and if we go out, I'm constantly shiny hunting. Me and my younger brother Adam have a lot of plans for trips next year. Birmingham Regional, EUIC, and a VTuber convention. Yeah, we pretty much do everything together. You'd think we were twins, which we get mistaken for a lot more than you would think. Big shout out to the homeboy Carl, who I've known for nearly 10 years now, and we keep constantly getting pulled back together to make questionable content online. As I said, it's great streaming together, and we have some really cool plans for streams next year. Also shout out to some of my other mates, mainly Camille and Rob, who were quite involved with the Omega Ruby Badge quest and were found with me shoving a camera in their face. Cheers lads. This channel wouldn't look as good as it does without our resident artist Mr. Sketchy. He did all the avatar art and a couple of thumbnails as well, so make sure you go and check out his work. I'll leave links to everyone's stuff in the description. It wouldn't be a Tomerey video without it, so a big mention to Absol Blogs Pokemon as usual. Unless it isn't obvious, my video style is heavily inspired by Absol, and his unique style of content and hunts continue to inspire me. And finally, thank you to all of you. This channel wouldn't be here without you, so yeah, cheers. Cheers lads, thank you very much. Whether you're a day one or you just found this channel, genuinely thank you. I hope everyone has had a good Christmas, and if you don't celebrate, I hope you've had a good December regardless. Have a fantastic new year, and fingers crossed we get some Legends ZA news soon. Thanks again everyone, thumbs up.